Hello everyone and welcome to another bins video. We are back at the Hampton bins where you can see I am trying to shove everything over to one side so I can get to the bottom of the bin because I am one of those people that likes to be able to touch every single piece of clothing to make sure I don't miss anything. I have found some really great pieces this way, and I understand that my bins is a little bit more chill, especially since I normally get here at around 11 a.m. to noon. And so I'm able to push everything aside. I have been to other bins outside of Virginia. I've been to one in North Carolina, and I've been to ones in California. And this is definitely not the norm if you are a bins shopper or if you've never been to the bins before. This is definitely much more chill than some other locations. And that probably has to do with the fact that there are no rotations at the bins. Well, I should say there are limited rotations at the bins. So if you are new to the bins, a rotation is where they see all these big blue bins. That's why it's colloquially known as the bins. Will get shifted out. So when people have walked away from it and no one's shopping it, at most locations, they will take one of these big blue bins and push it to the back and then bring out a fresh bin of that same whatever type it is. And it's like all new stuff, quote unquote, because it's new to the floor. Now this bins does do rotations, but it only does houseware rotations. Sometimes if you're super lucky on the weekend, there will be a shoes and bags rotation. But if you are ever in Hampton, just to let you know, this particular location, now the Richmond bins does do rotations. This particular one here in Hampton does not. Whatever clothes are out here at 9 a.m. in the morning when they open, that's all you're going to get. Whatever plush is out here at 9 a.m. in the morning, that's what you're going to get. Whatever books are out here at 9 a.m. in the morning, that's what you're going to get. And also, if you are someone who likes buying and reselling books, or maybe just likes reading books yourself, I do recommend you get here before 2:30, 3 o'clock, because that's when they roll the bins back. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's because that's normally when I'm done looking through them. And I'm like one of the bigger book buyers at the bins. So normally when they see that I'm done with them, they just bring them back. And Taylor can attest to that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Taylor is a viewer that came and shopped with me previously. And she was like, wow, you weren't lying. Nope. So just be aware of that. I know some people have been surprised because they've come to this Hampton bins since I started doing these videos saying, wow, they don't do any rotations. Nope, sure don't. So if you're one of those people that have the mentality, if you're not first, you're last, you definitely need to get here at 9 a.m. But as I have shown multiple times in these videos, that it is very well possible to find stuff in picked over bins. If you're wondering what I'm doing here and I'm spending so much time on this pair of pants, it is because some suspenders can be valuable. There are still gentlemen who prefer to wear suspenders versus a belt. And I was trying to see if there was a brand on that pair of suspenders, and there was not. I was also checking the pants as well to see if they're valuable, because most pants that still are made that are specifically for suspenders normally are nicer brands. And actually, I did want to mention that this is the first bin I have ever gone through that actually had an abundance of ties. So if I had had more space, like I'm steadily trying to go through my death pile, and I have on my bucket list of things to make, I would like to make a 1940s style tie dress. And this would have been perfect because there was just tons of vintage ties, all silk, all in kind of similar colorways. And they were the nice fat ties, so they were all about 4 inches. It would have been a perfect time, but sadly, don't have space for it right now. Even though I know ties don't take up that much space. I did actually find one tie for resale. I don't know if I got footage of it, so I'll hold off on that until then. I do like to buy and resell ties. I actually have made really good money from that, for me personally. No. She just asked if I was going to take that dress, and I told her no, so she can have that. I personally really like to buy and resell ties. Normally I will pick them up at the bins here, or I will pick them up at thrift stores that are not Goodwill, because Goodwill asks $4 for their ties, I will pick up some ties at the Goodwill. It just has to be, worth $20 at that point. Otherwise, I'm not going to pick them up. But normally I like to pay $2 or less for ties, and I have bought and sold dozens of ties at this point. I normally look for USA made, 100% silk, or I look for truly vintage ties like from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I have a tendency not to pick up any of the fat bottom ties because those do not sell as well due to the fact that that's just not the trend. Skinny ties or your standard tie size is what does well for me. And I know not very many people do that, but it takes up literally 3 inches of space when they're all rolled up. You can't break them, and they're really, really easy to ship. So I really like that. So this t-shirt is actually new with tags. I found 2 of these. This one had like black markings on the back of it. I thought about getting them.
Bless you.
I thought about getting them due to the fact that they were new with tags, and it was a dog charity. It is a charity to provide service dogs for those that need them. But I don't know how I would get the money, the profits from that sale to them. I guess they probably have a website somewhere, but I wouldn't feel right buying and reselling that unless like the profits go to that charity, which is what I've done with the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation. I found a bunch of their ornaments for sale at a restore, and so whenever one of those sells that's in my eBay shop, I donate that money to the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation. But I've been a donor for them for a few years now, and it's just because, I do have a history degree. I do spend a lot of time in Colonial Williamsburg with my friends, and I would highly recommend that if you're ever in Virginia to go hang out at Colonial Williamsburg. It's a beautiful place. This is Hollister, and it is vintage Y2K Hollister. It is a size small, though. That's me checking to see if there are any crunchy armpits there. That is, something I have to do. It's a men's size small, and it is Y2K, so it is a slim fit small. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up because, I am a woman, but I wear a men's size small because I have broad shoulders. So there are some ladies that would wear that as well. I will put it up for sale and see what happens. I have been trying to pick up. Also, it had like the big Hollister or seagull. Is this supposed to be a seagull or an eagle? I have no idea. This particular piece, it's pretty. I like the fabric, even though it was polyester. I just like the pattern. But that is a fast fashion piece. And there was a ton of ties, which I was excited about, except I only really picked up one tie. There's also a lot of underwear in this bin. Just a copious amount of underwear in this bin. So definitely washed my hands more than once when I left this Goodwill. If you are someone that wears gloves when you're at the bins, kudos to you. I choose not to wear gloves at the bins because I want to feel for fabric content. I have a propensity to buying linen and also to feel for silk and also to feel for Lululemon. That does mean I get to also feel underwear, but you know what? You take you take a couple of hits for the team, and by the team I mean the team of my pockets with hopeful money. This is Under Armour. It is a pink little basic. This is me looking it over to see if there are stains at all because I'm trying to get better about, pre-screening stuff before I put it in my cart. I have missed a few holes. That did have some stains that I did not think I could get out, and it also had a small hole in the back as well, so that passed on that. I have bought and sold plenty of Under Armour here at the bins. I actually do really well with it. Now, my version of really well with it and your version of really well with it are going to be completely different items because for me, if I'm paying, 50, 70 cents for a shirt and I throw it up on Karen and take some pictures of it and it sells within, 2 weeks for $10, perfectly happy with that. You might not be. Everybody's business model is different. This is Aerie. This does require some sweater shaving. But I thought this was absolutely lovely, and it's also a wool blend. So because it's a wool blend sweater, it has the nice, boho geometric. It is an oversized piece. It's in gray. I love gray. Gray and green are my favorite colors. I did decide to pick that up. I will happily sweater shave that. No problem. It wasn't bad pilling. It was just a little bit. which, you know, considering it has a wool blend and it's a high wool content, I was just grateful it wasn't shrunk. It was still oversized. This is a Y2K piece with some color blocking, and I was thinking really hard about this. It was missing its hood tie, and it also had some horrible stains on it, so I decided to go ahead and pass on it. This is a pair of pants that went with that pajama top you guys saw me look at real hard before. This is Alfani. I did think about picking this up because I did find the top and the bottom, but I have no track record with Alfani, so I just decided to pass on it. Also, that was women's, so I know Alfani, when I normally see it, it's men's pieces. So, I mean, you guys can tell me if I should have picked that up or not, but those of you that have been here for a while are probably just shocked that I didn't pick up something green in good shape. But, you know, I was trying to be picky. And then, you know, this is new with tags. It is a size 0, but I've talked about before how I have really good luck selling black stuff, and that is new with tags Wild Fable. It is only Target, but I've had actually decent luck selling new with tag Target stuff because there are people who are diehard Target fans. They do make some cute stuff. This is me trying really hard to figure out what these green pants are. They are fast fashion, and they did not feel good once I finally got them untoward. Suck it up, Buttercup. I thought that was funny. Why do you build me up, Buttercup baby, just to let me down? You mess me around, worst of all. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't do that ever again. I'm lying. I will probably absolutely do that again. I just can't think of Buttercups and not immediately think of that song. This is an Old Navy dress. It is a tube style dress. Is that something that people do anymore? Do the tube style dresses? I feel like that's going to come back. Like that and bubble skirts are definitely going to come back at some point. Like that's very white, like mid-aughts. Like that's very new girl style. Just a little green choss. This is quite the pattern. More fast fashion. That felt really cheap. Again, I'm trying to go through. I have not been picking up a whole lot of stuff. Like I thought I was going to have a good bin here, and the reason why I thought it was going to be a good bin is before I turned the camera on top of this bin was a really cool cape, a vintage 90s cape that you guys are going to see that was 100% wool that had no holes in it, and I could not believe nobody had picked that up. But that'll be in the haul portion for you guys to see. But I was like, oh, well, this is going to be great. I just found this absolutely beautiful vintage piece. I'm going to have all the stuff in here. This is a scarf. I thought about getting it, but it didn't have a material tag. I think this is acrylic. And because it didn't have a tag with it, I just decided to pass on it. Normally, I do pick up stuff like that because scarves also sell well for me. It's just like ties. They're cheap. They're easy. They don't weigh anything. They're easy to take photographs of. I was struggling with that onesie. That was a reindeer onesie. It's still over there. I'm going to have to put it over to the other side, but struggling to get that out. Everything was all twisted up in here, too. There's some lingerie perfect for Valentine's Day. Which, by the way, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. This is a NYX piece. If that was vintage, I would have picked that up even with all the stains on it because I do have a giant pile of stuff that I need to tie-dye. This is Air Jordan that unfortunately was dried on too high of heat. That is just all of that screen pressing. So that could be either two things. That could be someone dried it on too high of heat, and so it melted the graphic, or it could be a bootleg. And because someone dried it on too high of heat, it messed it up. It could be both of those things. It could just be that it's too high of heat and it's a bootleg, and so it got messed up. But I finally got down to the bottom, which is where I actually found, here's another instance of that happening. I finally got down to the bottom of this bin, and I actually found a bunch of fresh donations. And what I mean by fresh donations, I mean stuff that is straight from being donated. So at the bins, you can get inventory two different ways. So what's going to be in the bins is either going to be store pulls, so stuff that has aged out of the store, because my store does a color of the week, or it actually does 2 colors of the week. And the color that is 75% off that week on Saturday, all of that gets pulled by the end of the day. And then Sunday, it's shipped to the bins, whatever bins location is the one that they're assigned to. And on Monday, all that stuff goes out on the floor. And it, rolls out because the store services several of the retail locations. So however they get it goes out on the floor. And then there are also straight donations as well. So this is a very large location over in Hampton. And so the straight donations just get put in the bin. And those aren't going to have any of the color tags on them. So you can see I put a Jordan piece in my cart. And that is because there was a bunch of larger size Air Jordan stuff in this bin that did not have any color tags on them. So that is where I was able to find some wins in here, as well as a lot more underwear, which is just a thing. So there are those pants. I could have picked those up. There are some people that are diehard fans of the original logo, but I just decided to pass on them because they didn't have any well-known brand on it. It was just like somebody had made some pajama pants, which is fine. This is an Old Navy Luxe tee. If it was a size small or medium, I would have picked that up for myself, but it was a large. I thought about still getting it, but I just went ahead and passed on it. I could have sold it, but I decided not to. This is another 90s Y2K piece. It had some severe condition issues on the inside of it, or I would have picked that up, but that was very Y2K coded, and it just had too many issues inside for me to be able to resell it. Now, that doesn't mean if something has issues, I'm not going to pick it up, because I will actually repair items, or as I mentioned before, if something is a lighter color and has stains on it that I can't get out, I will tie-dye the item. This is another one of those t-shirts. I did put it on the side to think about it because it was new with tags, and service dogs are important, but I actually did throw it back. This is an express dress. If that was a larger size, I would have picked that up, but it is an extra small, and I already have plenty of extra small things, so I passed on that. It's another pajama top. There are a few pajama brands that are worth picking up for resale. That was not one of them. I personally like Cuddle Duds. Those normally sell really well for me because they're really soft. There's, was it Barefoot Dreams is another one that does okay. But if it's got cool patterns or really soft, you never know. The Hachi line from Me Undies also does okay too. This is another Jordan piece. Again, like I said, found a bunch of Jordan at the bottom of this bin. Fresh donations, so I popped that into my cart. This is me just double checking. Because I found those bootleg ones, this is me double checking that it's a real one, but it does have the other tag inside. The tags for Jordan stuff did change as the teens progressed. So it was just me double checking that it was an actual piece. And I'm going through here and again finding lots of underwear. There's H&M, so much underwear at the bottom. Socks and underwear, just all the socks and underwear. If you need socks and underwear, you can try the bins. I mean, that's not how I do that, but you do you. Although I have found plenty of brand new socks at the bins that I have picked up and I have sold. This is a tour dress that I do actually put in my cart. It's a size 1, which is a 1X. Nice little black dress with some ruched sleeves and a ruched side. So a little bodycon dress, super cute. And there's that reindeer onesie going off to the side there. And there's a couple of robes. That one was crunchy. I did not like touching that one. But you can see how chill it is here. Like, if you look, there's actually this side of my bins, there's nobody here hanging out with me. And if you look all the way across, there's another set of bins and there's 2 people there. But at this time of day, it's so not busy. Also, the reason why is because of the fact that they had just done a rotation for the housewares over in the far corner. So all those people were over there. So it was great. So the reason I'm picking this up is that this is Baird McNutt, ex Murano. Now Murano, not so much, but Baird McNutt is an Irish linen company. So I will pick up most anything that is made with Baird McNutt linen because it will resell. Baird McNutt has collaborations with multiple brands. J. Crew, I've sold Baird McNutt J. Crew before, and that has done really well and really quick for me. So if I see anything that says Baird McNutt on it, I will pick it up. How many times can I say McNutt in this video? I hope some of you with childlike brains are giggling inside as much as I am, or outside, you know. Laughter is joy. But that one in Loro Piano is a wool manufacturer who does really high-end suits. They also manufacture their own clothes. So if I see items with Loro Piano on the inside tag, like Loro Piano wool, or Loro Piano vicuña, or Loro Piano cashmere, I will pick that up. Or Harris Tweed, which is another wool manufacturer that manufactures high-end Scottish tweed of many different varieties, colors, and patterns. If I see that in an item, I will also pick that up if it is, you know, hole-free, moth hole-free. But even sometimes when it does have like 1 or 2 holes, I will pick it up and do a repair on it. But those are some cloth manufacturers where the actual cloth manufacturer adds value to the item, even if the brand on the item isn't considered a high-end brand. The fabric is, so it will then sell for more money than you could normally get for a piece of that brand. Hopefully that was helpful. We're going to go through a whole lot here at the bottom, and it's mostly just underwear. It wasn't until I got to the next bin over that I was able to find a bunch more wins. So I'm actually going to give you to Other Bob, and she's going to do the haul with y'all. Welcome to the haul, y'all, and happy Valentine's Day, or Galentine's Day, or Broentine's Day, or Dayentine's Day. You know what? Happy Wednesday, my dudes! We are here. I'm going to show you everything I picked up at the bins, except for, well, I'm still technically going to show you because Editing Bob is going to put some clips in here of, I got an Afghan as well. Pretty much the exact same style as the orange and green one that I personally have in my own bedroom that Moxie loves, but it is in blue and pink, or mauve, whatever you want to call that color, and white, that I'm going to resell on eBay. And then also a double a double wedding ring quilt that I do have to do some work to. Pretty much whenever I pick up a quilt at the bins, most of the people pass on them because it has stains, which I can get out most of them, and also it needs to be reworked. There are some pieces, some squares in the double wedding rings that need to be repieced together. I can do that easily. I did it in my last quilt that I picked up, and I'm not going to turn down an easy, you know, $60 to $75, which is what it's going to be once I fix that. But all of the clothing I'm going to show you in this video is actually going to go up for sale first on Whatnot. Everything will be $2, as well as this beautiful bag here that I also had to fix. I had to resew the zipper back on, but the zipper is now back on. But I just thought this was super cute. It's just one of those like boho embroidered hippie bags. It does have a zippered pocket inside here. Look, I'm going to show you that I fixed the zipper. It's drying right now because, again, I also wash everything I get at the bins as long as it's not new with tags. So here it is. It is now clean inside and outside, and the zipper does work. See, look, it's working. Yay! It's just a little sticky because everything is still wet, which is why it's hung up here instead of in the bag. So let me go ahead and show you the clothes. Now, I'm not showing you all of the clothes because half of what I picked up at the bins was, it looks like a t-shirt printing business had gone out of business and donated all of their overstock. And at some point, I would like to do merch when this room gets emptied. And so I actually bought a bunch of the blanks so that I could do that, because the only way I feel like I could do merch is in a sustainable way, which would be to print on blanks that I find while thrifting, because that is saving stuff from going to the landfill instead of just creating new stuff that will eventually go to the landfill. So that's why I did that. So that'll be in a future video at some point, maybe in the spring. But let me go ahead and show you everything here. Oh, actually, you know what? But before I get into the clothes, I'm going to show you stuff that I'm going to be listing on eBay once I clean it up, because it's shoes and another bag. I have mentioned before that the people at my bins don't actually like buy the handbags to resell them. They open the handbags up, open all the pockets, and go through and see if there's any money, but they almost always just throw the bags back. So if you are a bag reseller, I highly recommend you go to the Hampton Roads bins because you will find some nice ones. This is a Nanette Lampour bag. Really cute, like dusty rose pink. Really nice bag, has some really nice scalloping work here at the top. Has just an extraordinary number of pockets inside. Super clean inside as well. So I have never found a Nanette Lampour bag at thrifting, so I figured I'd give it a try, also because it's super cute and also very good for spring. So I picked that up. That'll go up. Shoes and bags at my bins are $3.50 a piece, unless, you know, it's something like this and then she just threw it in with the clothing because she's like, that's nothing. And I was like, thank you. Which is why I can offer it up on Whatnot. This one will be up for sale on Whatnot. I also found some Olakais. I did have to walk around to find the match. I picked these up because of the fact that they are the leather Olakais and they are the Chukka boot. They do have some heel wear. That's the Olakai symbol if you have never seen that before. These will go up on eBay once I clean them up a little bit, but because it is the green Chukka boot, I decided to pick these up. And thankfully, they are not a men's size 11 or my partner would have taken them. I would have given them to him and it would have been fine. This is actually going to go up on Whatnot. This is a Cole Haan belt. It is the alligator skin. It has Cole Haan here as well. I will pick up Cole Haan accessories at the bins. I especially like the Grand OS's. So this will go up on Whatnot. I also found a pair of Vans. These are a men's size 12. Well, no, I'm sorry. They're men's size 8, women's size 10, I think. Let me double check that. I think I'm correct. No, men's 8.5, women's size 10. But the mob wife vibe is going on right now, or should be going on right now. And these are actually in really good shape. They're Vans. They're just dirty. So I will chuck these in my washing machine and we'll clean these right up. So this is great, and that will go up on eBay. Let me go ahead and show you all of the clothing now that I've spent too much talking about the stuff that I'm not selling on Whatnot. And I will mention again that I offer everything on Whatnot first because I have really cheap bins prices. It's $1.29 per pound for me at my bins because I normally get over 20 pounds. And I know that it's a cheap sourcing opportunity for me, so I'm just passing those savings on to y'all. I offer everything up, even stuff that would sell for a decent amount of money. And if stuff that doesn't sell on Whatnot, I don't just redonate it. I actually do resell it for myself, and the next video will be a what sold video and we'll show that. So there is that. So I found a men's pair of Nike joggers. I know some people don't like reselling Nike, but I do. It doesn't sell for a whole lot for me, but it does consistently sell. This is a pair of men's medium. I was very sad when I realized that these were men's because they do not fit me. You would think a men's medium would fit me, but I have a butt and men's clothing apparently does not allow for that. So men's pair of medium Nike joggers. This is that airy piece that I showed you all in the video. Really cute. This is a oversized medium. If nobody buys this on Whatnot, this will be definitely one of those items that goes into my closet until it sells on eBay because it is wool. It's a wool blend. It's an oversized fit and it's, you know, gray, which is my favorite color. Again, you can see it's oversized fit. It's got these big slits on the side, I'm guessing, so that way you could wear it. I'm wearing a dress right now with leggings, so it's fine. But so that way, you know, you could throw this over a cute sports bra and your leggings before you go out for workout because, you know, new year, new you. We're still in the new year, right? But I like Aerie and it does pretty well. Again, not a bread and butter brand, but it normally moves pretty quick for me. I found Miracle Suit. I was very sad. I looked through that whole bin. I touched all of the underoos, hoping to find the bottoms for this. But it is a Miracle Suit tankini top with the split front here. And I am so sad that I could not find the bottoms to these. Miracle Suit is a pretty good reselling brand. It is a women's size 10, and if you did not know, Miracle Suit, normally their tag wears off pretty quick after a few washes. So to be able to find Miracle Suit at Ulta Bins was great. I'm just sad I didn't find the bottoms, but you know, this is one of those things where you could wear like a blue bottom or navy bottom or black bottom and it would be fine. So we'll see what happens. I need to set that aside because this also needs to dry some more. Again, because I do wash everything. I found 2 Baird McNutt pants, linen pants, and I know I talked about that in the shopping portion. Baird McNutt is an Irish linen manufacturer, and even though these are made for Murano, doesn't mean that it is not valuable just because of the Baird McNutt. Now these do have the rolled bottom, and this is a pair of khaki colored ones, and these are 38-30s, which is a great size. 34, 36, and 38 are like the most common sizes in menswear, so that's awesome. I also found it in blue. These are also Baird McNutt from Murano in 35-30, so I guess they gained some weight or lost some weight, I'm not sure, but we have it in blue also with the rolled bottom, the rolled cuff at the bottom. This is a Nike basketball shirt for Marquette MU. I don't know what this is. I just saw Nike. I saw the little Jumpman on it, so I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure I can sell that. That is a size extra large. Here is that Torrid dress. This also needs to hang up still a little bit more. It does have a ruched sleeve and has ruching on the sides for very sexy bodycon fit. But I love buying and selling Torrid, especially picking it up at the bins because normally it gets marked up at our thrift stores in this area. Here's another Air Jordan XL piece. This one has a little Jumpman on the sleeve. This is a long sleeve tee. I'm guessing that's G basketball. I don't know. Has the Elite logo on the side, so Nike Elite, I guess. You see how out of touch I am with Nike. I didn't work for them anywhere near as long as I worked for Adidas. There's a pair of women's 501s shorts. Really nice inseam. I think these have a 5-inch inseam. No, they have a 6-inch inseam. So a longer inseam and a women's pair of shorts, women's 501s. What size is this? Women's 32. Those are great. I guess those could be for men too. Who knows? Those just look like women's shorts to me. Here's the Y2K Hollister shirt. Just a men's size small. You can see how slim fit this is. Like this would fit me. But I've also talked about, you know, being a man size small. So there is that. This is Fox Racing. Fox is a good bread and butter brand. Their stuff sells really fast. This has been, I think, in every iteration of Matt's Menswear Manifesto. This is a men's size large. So super excited to find that at the bins. Another Air Jordan piece, another XL. We got a nice graphic on the front and the back, which is great. Here is a sleeveless tee, another one that has a front hit and a back hit, and also a ton of lint. That's not a stain, that's lint. Sorry. I haven't lint rolled these yet from the cat. But yeah. So we got Air Jordan sleeveless shirt. Oh my god, I was so excited I found this. So this is the piece I said, oh, this is going to be a good haul because I found this at the top of the bin and I was so excited. I should not put this on. I want to keep this now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I think I'm going to keep this. This is 100% wool. I don't need this though. I might end up keeping this, guys. So this is Cisadina. Here's the little brand. This is from the 90s. It is a, you know, olive green, 100% wool cape. Oh no. I think I'm gonna keep this. I love it. My grandma made me a purple wool cape when I was like a little kid. that I absolutely loved, and I donated that when I was a teenager because I got made fun of for wearing it, and you know, I desperately wanted to fit in. And I have never regretted donating anything more in my life than that purple cape that my grandma made. I think I'm gonna keep this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it, and then I will let it move on to a new home at some point, but I don't need it though, but I love it. It's so cute. Imagine, this is 100% wool, and there's not a single hole in it. It's gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm keeping this one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll put that right there. I'm keeping that. This is a Jack Winter piece. Jack Winter is a vintage brand that I look out for. It was considered like designer. Jack Winter is considered designer. This is 100% acrylic, made in Korea. And this is from the 60s. This is gonna fit me. But it is a boxy knit from the 60s. Look at how cute this is. It is a women's size medium. It's absolutely adorable. It is hand knit. I love this. This is so cute. This would have been worn with like either over a dress or it would have been worn with, you know, a pencil skirt. Oh, I love this piece. It's so cute. I could not believe I found Jack Winter at the bins. I absolutely love this stuff. I love it. Absolutely love it. So vintage 60s piece, and there's my hair being super fun. This is American Eagle. I picked this up because it is a XL tall, and y'all know, as a tall girly, I pick up stuff for my tall everyones. And it is a men's fit XLT, and it is also a short sleeve Henley. I pick up Henley whenever I find it, when it's in a decent, well-known brand, because Henley is a very popular style. It is the Joe Rogan style. So it is popular with the bros. This is a Nike piece with the New York Knicks. I picked this up because it is Nike. If it was just like a New York Knicks top, I would not have picked it up, but because it is New York Knicks and Nike, I picked that up. Now this I could not find an exact comp on. I have made so much money off of vintage hockey jerseys. The reason why I don't know how this is going to do is because this is OT Sports, made in the USA. This is probably like Y2K era, 90s, late 90s Y2K. And it is Zamboni. I could not find any Zamboni OT Sports stuff at all. It's also white, and this is a men's size small. That's just me up in the air. This is a modern reprint. This is the Rolling Stones, but it's a women's size medium. So I bought this because I think it's cute. And the buy-sell trade would definitely take that if it doesn't sell and whatnot. Here is Ralph Lauren. This is so soft. I cannot express to y'all how soft this is. This is a full zip mock neck jacket in this nice dark gray color. It has the pockets, and I cannot find the material content on this. Where is it? Cotton. And this is a women's 1X. So it is plus size because 1X is different than XL, which you all taught me, so thank you. So that's a good basic. Here's that pair of Wild Fable shorts. I know they're a size 0, so a teeny tiny size, but they are black distressed shorts with a longer inseam. So these are technically Bermuda. If you did not know, anything that is 8 inches or more in short size, you can put the Bermuda in the title. So that's what I will market this as if it doesn't sell and whatnot. And that I like them. They're high rise, they're Bermuda shorts, they're distressed black, so you can put like emo, goth, grunge, all the kind of keywords in there as well. And then the last item I have up is going to be this Talbot's piece. This Talbot's piece was new with tags, which is why I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It is just a basic. This is 100% Pima cotton, and it is a 1X. So absolutely pick that up. Now, I did pick up 2 other items that I'm not showing you because One of them is a Duluth Trading t-shirt for women. That I'm going to let my mom try on first to see if she wants it, and if she doesn't want it, then I will resell it. And the other one is an Xbox controller t-shirt that I'm giving to my partner because it's his size, and I'm a PlayStation girly, he's an Xbox bro, so it's just kind of working out that way. So hopefully I will see you again Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I go live every Thursday except on a holiday, and I auction off all of the clothing that I've just showed you for $2 starts, and then whatever doesn't sell I then list on eBay on Friday. So hopefully you guys will be there. If not, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be a what sold video. I promise I'll give you a what sold video, because I've had some really good sales at the beginning of the year and I just haven't been able to edit the video because those videos take so long to edit. So I'm sorry about that for those of you that are waiting for those. Promise the next video will be a what sold video. But until then, bye! Bye. Also, because I know I'll get yelled at if she's not in here, she's fine. Nick Cage has been watching over her, as you can see. She just didn't want to get up. She's snoozing in the chair across from me. Just wanted to keep snoozing. So there she is. She's fine. She's just sleepy.